Welcome to a ride that never stops fueling your fire. Real stories of everyday Americans who started with nothing but a gut feeling and turned it into empires that still grow while you sleep. Stories so raw, you will taste the hustle and feel the wind in your bones. Just lean back, let the words hit like a late-night drive with the windows down. Keep listening because every chapter drops a seed that can bloom into your own million-dollar move. The first spark hits in a dusty garage in Detroit, where a kid named Jake fixed bikes for neighborhood kids at age 14. His single mom worked double shifts at the diner. Rent was always late. Jake charged $5 a fix, saved every dollar in a coffee can under his bed. By 16, the can bought a used welder. He started patching car frames after school. Word spread in the auto shops. Mechanics sent overflow. At 19, he rented a tiny bay, hired his best friend. Today, Jake's custom restoration shop turns classic Mustangs into six-figure beauties for Hollywood stars. He still keeps that first rusty welder on the wall, like a trophy that says every empire starts with one spark and one stubborn kid. The second flame lights up a cramped apartment in Brooklyn, where a young woman named Mia sold handmade earrings on Etsy from her kitchen table. Her day job paid $12 an hour at a coffee shop. Tips barely covered subway fare. Mia photographed each pair under a cheap lamp, wrote descriptions that made buyers feel special. Sales trickled, then poured. She quit the cafe, rented a shared studio, hired 2 artisans. Today, her jewelry line sits in Nordstrom. She mentors teen designers for free. Still packages the first order every morning because every bead carries a dream. The third fire starts on a small farm in Iowa, where a farmer named Ryan watched corn prices crash year after year. Debt piled like snowdrifts, the bank called the loan. Ryan remembered a podcast about vertical farming, sold his tractor for seed money, built towers in an old barn, grew lettuce with LED lights and water mist. The first crop sold to local restaurants at triple the price. Today, Ryan's towers feed Whole Foods across the Midwest. He pays farmers to convert barns, still plants the first tray every dawn because green grows anywhere with enough grit. The fourth light glows in a home office in Austin, where a coder named Alex wrote apps for fun after his warehouse night shift. The forklift paid bills but killed his back. Alex built a simple budget tracker, uploaded it to the App Store for free. Users begged for premium features. He added CloudSync for $1.99 a month. Downloads exploded. He quit the warehouse, hired remote devs. Today, his app manages finances for 2 million users. Revenue hits 7 figures. Still codes the first line every morning because clean logic builds quiet fortunes. The fifth spark flies from a food truck in Los Angeles, where a chef named Sophia flipped burgers for events. Her immigrant parents cleaned offices. Money vanished on rent. Sophia noticed vegan crowds had no late-night options. She saved tips, bought a used truck, painted it sunshine yellow, served jackfruit tacos at midnight. Lines wrapped the block. Investors called. She opened a brick and mortar. Today, her chain has 10 locations. Still flips the first taco every shift because flavor is the loudest marketing. The sixth flame rises in a basement in Chicago, where a college dropout named Tyler recorded podcast interviews with local entrepreneurs on a $10 mic. His student loans loomed. The show started as therapy. Listeners grew. Sponsors knocked. Tyler booked bigger guests, landed a book deal. Today, his media company produces shows for Spotify. Still edits the first episode every week because raw voice cuts through noise. The seventh light burns in a spare bedroom in Seattle, where a stay-at-home mom named Lauren sold print-on-demand t-shirts with funny mom quotes. Her husband deployed overseas. Kids napped. She designed during quiet hours, uploaded to Teespring. Sales covered groceries, then rent, then savings. She scaled to Amazon, hired virtual assistants. Today, her brand prints millions, still approves the first design every day because humor is the softest sell. The eighth ember warms a storage unit in Miami, where a hustler named Diego stored sneaker collections for resellers. Rent was cheap, demand high. He noticed limited editions flipped fast. Started buying pairs on release day, listing at markup. Profits funded a showroom, then a website. Today, his consignment platform moves 10 million in rare kicks a year. Still laces the first pair every morning because fit is the quietest flex. The ninth spark ignites in a co-working space in Denver, where a graphic designer named Emma created logos for startups at $50 a pop. Her corporate job drained her soul. Freelancing paid freedom. Clients returned. She raised rates, built a team. Today, her agency serves Fortune 500 brands. Still sketches the first concept on paper because pencil lines carry magic. The 10th flame glows in a garage in Phoenix, where a mechanic named Carlos converted gas cars to electric on weekends. His shop job paid steady but small. Eve demand exploded. He saved for lithium batteries, retrofitted a neighbor's Tesla. Word spread on forums. Orders flooded. Today, his conversion kits ship nationwide. Still tightens the first bolt every job because clean energy starts with dirty hands. The 11th light shines in a home studio in Nashville, where a singer named Riley posted cover songs on TikTok after waiting tables. Tips barely covered strings. One video hit 1 million views. Brands DMD, she released originals. Streams paid royalties. Today, her tours sell out. Still records the first take raw because real voice cuts deepest. The 12th spark flies from a kitchen in Portland where a baker named Grace sold gluten-free cookies at farmers markets. Her celiac diagnosis turned passion. Customers begged for more flavors. She crowdfunded a food truck, then a cafe. Today, her chain supplies airports, still bakes the first batch every dawn because taste is the quietest cure. The 13th fire burns in a bedroom in Atlanta, where a teen named Jordan flipped thrift store clothes on eBay. Allowance bought nothing. He learned grading, cleaning, photographing. Margins grew. He rented a warehouse, hired sorters. Today, his resale empire moves vintage Levi's worldwide. Still tags the first item every drop because treasure hides in plain tags. The 14th flame rises in a dorm room in Boston, where a student named Sam built a study app during finals week. Caffeine and desperation, classmates paid $5 for access. Servers crashed from traffic. He scaled servers, added AI flashcards. Today his platform serves Ivy League prep, still updates the first algorithm every semester because learning evolves quiet. The 15th light glows in a van in San Francisco, where a photographer named Ava shot weddings on weekends. Her tech job paid bills, but bored her. Couples loved her candid style. Bookings doubled. She quit coding, bought a Sprinter, traveled nationwide. Today, her images grace magazines. Still edits the first photo every wedding because moments freeze in quiet clicks. The 16th spark ignites in a garage in Orlando, where a tinkerer named Louise 3D printed phone cases with custom art. His retail job sucked. Printer cost $200 on credit. Etsy sales covered card. Designs went viral. He licensed to brands. Today, his factory runs 24/7. Still prints the first case every run because plastic dreams start small. The 17th ember warms a home office in Dallas, where a writer named Harper Ghostrode LinkedIn posts for executives. Her teaching gig paid little. Connections grew. Rates rose. She launched a course. Enrollees multiplied. Today, her academy teaches personal branding. Still writes the first post every client because voice is the softest power. The 18th flame burns in a basement gym in Cleveland, where a trainer named Marcus filmed workouts on his phone. His factory shift ended at midnight. Views climbed, members paid subscriptions. He quit the line, opened a studio. Today, his app trains athletes globally. Still demos the first rep every session because form is the quietest strength. The 19th light shines in a spare room in Minneapolis, where a crafter named Nora knitted scarves with smart yarn that changed color with temperature. Her nursing job exhausted her. Etsy buyers loved the tech twist. Patents filed. investors called. Today her wearable line funds hospitals. Still knits the first stitch every batch because warmth starts with quiet loops. The 20th spark flies from a food cart in New Orleans, where a cook named Jamal served fusion po' boys with Korean spices. Tourists raved, lines formed. He franchised the recipe. Today, his trucks roll in 10 cities, still slices the first roast every service because flavor fusion starts with one bold cut. The 21st flame rises in a home lab in San Diego, where a scientist named Kira brewed kombucha with rare cultures. Her lab job cut hours. Farmers' market sales boomed. She bottled commercial, whole food stocked. Today, her probiotic empire funds gut research, still ferments the first batch, every brew, because health bubbles quiet. The 22nd light glows in a garage in Raleigh, where a coder named Devin built no-code tools for small businesses. His startup failed. Lessons didn't. Templates sold on Gumroad. Revenue snowballed. He hired support. Today, his platform powers mom-and-pop sites. Still tests the first template every launch because simplicity scales soft. The 23rd ember warms a balcony in Honolulu, where a surfer named Kai carved custom boards from recycled foam. Shops ignored him. Instagram exploded. Pro riders ordered. He opened a Shaper Bay. Today, his eco boards ride world tours. Still sands the first fin every board because waves reward quiet craft. The 24th spark ignites in a van in Boulder, where a climber named Sage packed organic energy bars for trails. Her guiding gig seasonal. Hikers bought out stock. She scaled production. Ray carried. Today, her bars fuel ultra marathons. Still mixes the first batch every run because fuel starts with quiet energy. The 25th flame burns in a home studio in Charleston, where a painter named L sold digital prints of low country sunsets. Her gallery job paid minimum. Etsy buyers framed walls. She licensed to hotels. Today, her art wraps resorts, still paints the first stroke every canvas because color heals soft. The 26th light shines in a garage in Boise, where a woodworker named Grant built tiny homes on trailers. His construction layoff hurt. First unit sold to a nomad. Orders poured. He hired crew. Today, his micro-homes park nationwide. Still nails the first board every build. Because shelter starts with quiet hammer. The 27th spark glows in a kitchen in Santa Fe, where a chef named Rosa jarred heirloom salsa recipes. Her restaurant closed in the pandemic. Farmers Market rebooted. Costco called. Today, her salsas stock shelves. Still chops the first tomato every batch because spice tells quiet stories. The 28th flame rises in a bedroom in Madison, where a student named Liam tutored sat online. His campus job vanished. Zoom sessions booked solid. He built a platform, scaled tutors. Today, his prep company guarantees scores. Still grades the first essay every cycle because growth reads quiet. The 29th light burns in a shed in Vermont, where a beekeeper named Ivy sold raw honey with CBD infusion. Her corporate burnout reel, hives healed her. Jars flew off shelves, spas ordered. Today, her wellness line funds pollinator gardens. Still harvests the first comb every season because sweet starts with quiet buzz. The 30th ember warms a garage in Albuquerque where a mechanic named Diego retrofitted classic cars with solar roofs. His shop slow, EV trend rising. First Mustang charged itself, collectors paid premium. Today, his green classics win shows. Still wires the first panel, every conversion, because power drives quiet. The 31st spark flies from a balcony in Savannah, where a writer named Harper penned romance, novellas, under a pen name. Her teaching gig stale, Kindle sales snowballed. She quit classroom, hit bestseller lists. Today, her series funds scholarships. Still types the first line every book because love writes soft. The 32nd flame ignites in a home gym in Spokane, where a trainer named Marcus streamed mobility classes for seniors. His physical therapy clinic closed. Zoom, grandmas loved. Subscriptions grew. He franchised virtual. Today, his program keeps millions moving. Still demos the first stretch every class because age bends quiet. The 33rd light glows in a van in Tucson, where a jeweler named Luna set stones in recycled gold. Her corporate job, soul-crushing. Festival sales boomed. She built a mobile studio. Today, her ethical line graces red carpets. Still sets the first gem every piece because shine starts with quiet fire. The 34th spark burns in a basement in Pittsburgh, where a gamer named Cole commentated indie tournaments. His retail shift dead-end. Twitch followers multiplied. Sponsors paid. He launched a league. Today, his esports brand signs pros. Still casts the first match every stream because play levels quiet. The 35th flame rises in a kitchen in Louisville, where a baker named Grace sold bourbon-fused cupcakes. Her catering gig dried. Derby orders exploded. She scaled mail order. Today, her treats shipped nationwide. Still pours the first splash every batch because spirit sweetens soft. The 36th light shines in a garage in Omaha, where a mechanic named Travis rebuilt vintage arcade machines. His factory job gone. First Pac-Man sold for $5,000. Collectors called. He sourced parts globally. Today, his showroom draws tourists. Still solders the first wire every restore because nostalgia plays quiet. The 37th ember warms a home office in Kansas City, where a marketer named Zoe ran Facebook ads for local gyms. Her agency laid her off. She kept one client, optimized spend. ROI tripled, word spread. Today, her firm manages 7-figure ad budgets. Still writes the first headline every campaign because clicks start with quiet words. The 38th spark ignite in a shed in Anchorage where a fisherman named Levi smoked salmon with secret rubs. His boat sank. Insurance nothing. He sold fillets at markets. Tourists shipped home. He built a smokehouse. Today, his packs fly first-class cargo. Still rubs the first fillet every smoke because flavor cures quiet. The 39th flame burns in a bedroom in Salt Lake City, where a coder named Blake built Shopify apps for dropshippers. His startup tanked. Side hustle, paid rent, reviews poured. He charged monthly. Today his plugins powered 10,000 stores. Still debugs the first line, every update, because e-com runs quiet. The 40th light glows in a van in Asheville, where a brewer named Finn canned craft kombucha. His bar job vanished. Festival sales boomed. He leased a facility. Today, his cans stock Trader Joe's still stirs the first SCOBY, every brew because fizz ferments quiet. The stories roll on like a highway with no exit. Every mile a lesson, every turn a chance. Keep listening because the next voice might just be the one that hands you the keys to your own empire. The road keeps stretching under a sky full of endless stars. Every mile, another true story of someone who started with empty pockets and a full heart, turning small moves into massive wins that still pay off while the world sleeps. Keep listening because these next chapters are pure fuel for your own fire. The 41st spark lights up a dusty garage in Sacramento where a mechanic named Igale rebuilt transmissions for cash on weekends. His full-time shop paid just above minimum. Customers waited weeks at big dealers. Miguel saved every tip in a peanut butter jar, bought a used lift on credit, opened after hours. Word spread fast on Nextdoor apps. Lines formed before sunrise. He hired his cousin to answer phones, then a second tech for night shifts. Today, his chain runs 5 bays across California, turning 6-figure profits every quarter. He still drains the first pan of oil himself every morning because clean starts run quiet and smooth. The 42nd flame rises in a tiny home office in Indianapolis, where a teacher named Sarah wrote simple children's books about saving money during summer break. Her classroom salary barely covered student loans. She illustrated with free apps on her phone, self-published on Amazon for 99 cents. Parents loved the little piggy bank hero who taught kids to save. Sales started slow, then snowballed. She quit teaching after the first royalty check hit 4 figures, added coloring books and activity sheets. Today, her series sells in school bookstores nationwide. Still hand draws the first page of every news story because lessons begin with quiet crayons. The 43rd light glows in a cold basement in Milwaukee, where a home brewer named Hank kegged craft beer for neighborhood bars. His factory night shift ended at 2 in the morning. He saved bar tips in an old coffee can, bought a tiny nanobrew system on eBay, hosted backyard tastings on Fridays. Local pubs ordered his IPA by the keg. He scaled 2 cans with a local printer. Today, his brewery wins gold medals at national festivals, still pours the first pint from every fresh batch because hops need quiet love to sing. The 44th spark ignites in a spare bedroom. Turned kitchen in Columbus, where a busy mom named Jenna sold freezer meals to tired parents. Her corporate marketing job vanished overnight. She cooked big batches of lasagna and chili while kids napped, posted weekly menus on a private Facebook group. Pickup orders doubled every week. She rented a commercial kitchen at night. Today, her meal prep kits ship frozen across the country with dry ice. Still chops the first onion for every new recipe because family taste starts with quiet tears. The 45th ember warms a backyard shed in Providence where a carpenter named Leo built custom doghouses with mini AC units. His construction gig went seasonal after winter layoffs. He posted photos on Instagram of happy pups in tiny mansions. Orders poured in from pet influencers. He franchised the blueprints online. Today, his luxury kennels sit in celebrity backyards from LA to Miami. Still cuts the first board for every new design because comfort is built with quiet hands. The 46th flame burns bright in a mobile detailing van in Jacksonville, where a car washer named Andre polished vehicles for local dealerships. His rent ate half his weekly check. He started a weekend mobile service with a pressure washer and buckets. Saved for a box truck, wrapped it shiny red. Bookings tripled through Yelp reviews. Today, his fleet details private jets at the airport. Still buffs the first fender by hand on every job because shine starts with quiet circles. The 47th light shines in a college bedroom in Hartford, where a student named Kat Maya tutored Spanish online after her campus cafe closed. Parents paid $20 an hour on Zoom. Her 5-star ratings climbed fast. She recorded lessons and built a simple website. Today, her language app teaches conversational Spanish to over 1 million users. Still records the first greeting in every new module because words open doors with quiet hellos. The 48th spark flies from a food cart in Richmond, where a chef named Malik grilled Caribbean jerk chicken with his grandma's secret rub. His line cook job paid little more than tips. Festival crowds lined up 4 blocks. He crowdfunded a food truck on Kickstarter, raised 10 grand in a week. Today, his jerk sauce bottles sit on Walmart shelves nationwide. Still marinates the first bird himself before every service because Spice tells quiet family stories. The 49th flame rises in a home studio in Des Moines where a beatmaker named Cole produced tracks for local rappers after driving Uber at night. Rides drained his soul, but paid the bills. He uploaded free beat to SoundCloud. Plays exploded. Artists slid into DMS with cash. He quit driving, signed major label placements. Today, his catalog earns six-figure royalties every quarter. Still layers the first drum hit on every new beat because rhythm rides quiet in the dark. The 50th light glows in a converted van in Birmingham, where a family photographer named Tara shot portraits at local parks on weekends. Her retail gig cut hours to zero. Picnic bookings doubled through mom groups. She bought a portable backdrop and lights, built a traveling studio. Today, her chain captures weddings from coast to coast. Still snaps the first genuine smile in every session because joy freezes in quiet clicks. The 51st spark ignites in a garage workshop in Little Rock where a tinkerer named Gus 3D printed solar phone chargers from old parts. His factory assembly line shut down. He posted a prototype on Reddit. Hikers backed a Kickstarter for $20,000. Ray placed bulk orders. Today, his chargers power music festivals and disaster zones. Still solders the first solar cell by hand on every run because light starts with quiet connections. The 52nd ember warms a cozy kitchen in Baton Rouge, where a candy maker named Lena sold praline pecans using her grandma's recipe. Her nursing night shifts left her exhausted. Mardi Gras tourists bought every bag she scaled to mail order with pretty tins. Today, her pralines ship worldwide in gift boxes. Still stirs the first pot of caramel herself because sweet memories stick with quiet sugar. The 53rd flame burns in a bedroom. Turned office in Jackson, where a resume writer named Blake created templates for job seekers. His startup crashed hard. Side hustle on Fiverr paid rent. 5-star reviews poured in. He added mock interview videos. Today, his career platform lands users six-figure jobs every week. Still format the first bullet point for every new template because opportunity types itself in quiet lines. The 54th light shines in a shipping container farm in Fargo, where a grower named Dale raised microgreens under LED lights. His traditional corn crop froze solid. Local grocery chains paid triple for fresh basil and kale. He stacked more containers. Today, his greens top gourmet salads in New York restaurants. Still seeds the first tray with his own hands every cycle because fresh starts grow quiet in the dark. The 55th spark flies from a ranch balcony in Cheyenne, where a cattleman named Riley sold grass-fed beef direct to city families. His feedlot day job paid pennies. Monthly subscriptions rolled in through a simple website. He bought more land with profits. Today, his steaks sizzle in Michelin star kitchens. Still tags the first calf every spring because quality is branded with quiet care. The 56th flame rises in a home office in Billings, where a self-help writer named Harper penned short ebooks on Kindle about mindset shifts. Her barista gig left coffee burns and empty tips. Sales snowballed after one viral TikTok. She quit caffeine for good, hit Amazon top charts. Today, her online courses coach thousands to millionaire habits. Still outlines the first chapter of every new book because growth writes itself in quiet mornings. The 57th light glows in a garage in Sioux Falls, where a restorer named Travis rebuilt vintage campers into tiny homes. His construction site slowed to a halt. First Airstream sold to a nomad for 30 grand. Instagram Reels exploded with before and afters. He hired a crew of dreamers. Today, his rigs park at national parks and music festivals. Still seals the first seam with silicone on every restore because adventure rolls quiet on polished aluminum. The 58th spark ignites in a sunny kitchen in Springfield, where a pickler named Rosa canned artisanal dill, spears from farmers market cucumbers. Her small diner closed during lockdowns. Weekly market sales rebooted her dream. Whole Foods placed standing orders. Today her jars crunch on charcuterie boards nationwide. Still slices the first cucumber paper thin for every new brine because crisp cures itself in quiet vinegar. The 59th ember warms a bedroom workspace in Topeka, where a productivity nerd named Liam built Notion templates for content creators. His campus library job vanished. Gumroad sales replaced tuition. Templates scaled to courses. Today, his dashboard systems power six-figure influencers. Still drags the first block into every new workspace because order builds itself in quiet grids. The 60th flame burns in a backyard shed in Helena, where a beekeeper named Ivy sold flavored honey sticks at county fairs. Her corporate burnout was real and raw. Tourists bought every straw. She scaled 2 glass jars with custom labels. Today, her honey sweetens Starbucks seasonal drinks. Still fills the first 2 by hand, every batch, because Golden Buzz bottles itself in quiet combs. The 61st light shines in a garage smokehouse in Juneau, where a fisherman named Levi dried salmon, jerky with alderwood. His commercial boat Lee sank with a tide. Airport gift shops bought every pack. He built a custom dryer from scrap. Today, his jerky flies first-class cargo to lower 48. Still slices the first filet paper thin. Every smoke, because wild taste cures itself in quiet salt. The 62nd spark flies from a potter's balcony in Santa. Faye, where a clay artist named Luna threw ceramic mugs with turquoise mountain glazes. Her gallery sales job paid minimum wage. Etsy orders poured in from coffee lovers. She fired a bigger kill in the backyard. Today, her mugs warm hands in hip cafes from Seattle to Miami. Still centers the first lump of clay on the wheel every throw because Earth spins itself quiet into shape. The 63rd flame rises in a home studio in Boise, where a chill producer named Cole looped lo-fi beats for study YouTube channels. His retail night shift killed his vibe. Live streams hit 1 million hours watched. Sponsors paid 5 figures. Today, his channel loops in college dorms worldwide. Still layers the first vinyl crackle on every new track because calm streams itself in quiet rain. The 64th light glows in a converted van in Flagstaff, where a rock climber named Sage sewed chalk bags from upcycled yacht sails. Her guiding gigs dried up in winter. Gym rats loved the ocean vibe. She scaled production in a storage unit. Today, her gear hangs in every ray climbing section. Still stitches the first drawstring by hand every bag because grip sews itself in quiet threads. The 65th spark ignites in a sunny kitchen in Albuquerque, where a baker named Grace rolled blue corn bizcochitos with anise and cinnamon. Her wedding catering business slowed. Holiday markets ordered hundreds. She mail-ordered with pretty ribbon. Today, her cookies crumble in Southwest gift shops nationwide. Still rolls the first dough ball with her abuela's wooden pin because heritage crumbles quiet into sweetness. The 66th ember warms a bedroom turned dev cave-in. Las Cruces, where a coder named Blake built AI chatbots for local shops. His startup crashed after one bad pitch. Side gigs on Upwork paid rent. Pre-made templates sold like hotcakes. Today, his bots answer customer questions for thousands of stores. Still trains the first prompt with real conversation because talk types itself in quiet code. The 67th flame burns in a backyard greenhouse in Roswell, where a chili farmer named Dale grew organic hatch greens. His corn crop failed under drought. Salsa companies paid triple for heat. He built solar dryers from scrap. Today, his red powder racks heat up kitchens from Texas to Tokyo. Still picks the first pot at dawn every harvest because fire grows quiet in the desert sun. The 68th light shines in a welding garage in Amarillo, where a fabricator named Travis built custom BBQ smokers from old propane tanks. His oil-field rig layoff left bills piling. Tailgate parties ordered pits for weekend cooks. He scaled 2 trailer-mounted rigs. Today, his smokers win national rib championships. Still strikes the first bead of weld on every build because smoke welds itself in quiet steel. The 69th spark flies from a ranch porch in Lubbock, where a cattleman named Riley sold Wagyu beef direct through Instagram subscriptions. His feedlot day job paid pennies per pound. City chefs begged for marveling. He bought a small herd with savings. Today, his steaks sizzle in steakhouses from Dallas to Denver. Still brands the first calf every spring with his quiet iron. The 70th flame rises in a home office in Midland, where a safety writer named Harper penned training manuals for oil field workers. Her teaching gig left chalk dust and empty promises. Rig companies paid premium for clear SOPs. She scaled to online courses. Today, her videos save lives on platforms worldwide. Still writes the first safety bullet every module because protection scripts itself in quiet words. The 71st light glows in a traveling van in Odessa, where a senior photographer named Tara shot graduation portraits at golden hour. Her mall studio closed for good. Bookings doubled through school mom groups. She bought portable light and a sprinter. Today, her images frame mantles in every suburb. Still clicks the first cap toss into the sky every shoot because memory freezes quiet in midair. The 70-second spark ignites in a cozy kitchen in Waco, where a jam maker named Rosa canned peach habanero spread from market fruit. Her HGTV tourist cafe closed doors. Weekend markets ordered jars by the case. She scaled to Costco Regional. Today, her spread sweetens toast in boutique hotels. Still stirs the first pot with a wooden spoon because heat jams itself in quiet bubbles. The 73rd ember warms a bedroom. Study in College Station, where a stats tutor named Liam solved problems. Live on Twitch. His campus library job vanished. Engineering parents paid premium. He built a membership site. Today, his app crunches great for Ivy hopefuls. Still solves the first equation on stream every night because numbers nod quiet in the dark. The 74th flame burns in a garage smokehouse in Corpus Christi, where a shrimper named Levi dried Gulf pink gold with mesquite. His trawler lease sank with the tide. Beach boardwalks bought every bag. He built a custom dryer from scrap. Today, his packs peel in deli cases nationwide. Still peels the first tail by hand. Every smoke because salt seasons quiet in the breeze. The 75th light shines in a 3D print lab in McAllen, where a bioengineer named Gus printed custom orthotics for flat feet. His factory line shut down. Podiatrists ordered scans. He scaled to mobile units. Today, his insoles walk Boston marathons. Still prints the first arch support every morning because support steps quiet into place. The 76th spark flies from a sewing balcony in Brownsville, where a designer named Luna stitched scrubs with extra pockets. Her hospital gig cut shifts. Nurses begged for function. She scaled patterns online. Today, her uniforms dress our teams, coast to coast. Still stitches the first hem by hand, every run because care sews itself in quiet thread. The 77th flame rises in a home studio in El Paso, where a balladeer named Cole recorded border love songs. His cantina gig, paid in tips and tequila, Spotify plays, climbed, labels DMD. Today, his albums stream in taco trucks nationwide. Still strums the first chord on his papa's old guitar because heart hums quiet across the river. The 78th light glows in a warehouse in Laredo, where a flipper named Riley moved pallets on Facebook Marketplace. His dock job paid little. Flips funded a box truck. Today, his logistics company hauls freight for Amazon. Still loads the first skid with his own bag because cargo carries quiet across borders. The 17/9 spark ignites in a candy kitchen in San Angelo, where a praline maker named Grace cracked pecans with a vintage nutcracker. Her rodeo catering slowed. Crowds bought every bag. She mail-ordered in mason jars. Today, her candy cracks in Texas gift shops. Still cracks the first nut by hand, every batch, because crunch crumbles quiet into sweetness. The 80th ember warms a dev bedroom in Abilene, where a coder named Blake built church streaming apps. His startup crashed. Congregations paid monthly, templates scaled. Today, his software broadcasts sermons to millions. Still codes the first prayer slide every Sunday because faith flows quiet on silent screens. The 81st flame burns bright in a snowy garage in Buffalo, where a restorer named Travis rebuilt vintage snowmobiles. His steel mill shift ended. Frozen Trails called his name. First Skidoo sold for 5 figures. Collectors ordered from Alaska. Today his shop ships restored sleds worldwide. Still tunes the first carburetor by ear, every rebuild, because snow roars quiet under fresh powder. The 82nd light shines in a home office in Rochester, where a STEM teacher named Sarah wrote interactive workbooks. Her classroom salary left loans looming. Amazon KDP sales covered rent. She quit chalk dust for good. Today, her books teach robotics in homeschool pods. Still draws the first circuit diagram every page because science sketches quiet dreams into reality. The 83rd spark flies from an orchard balcony in Albany, where a cider maker named Hank pressed heirloom apples. His bar gig poured flat beer. Backyard pressings won local blind tastes. He scaled stainless tanks. Today, his hard cider flows in New England tap rooms. Still crushes the first apple by hand every fall because crisp ferments quiet in the cold. The 84th flame rises in a woodworking shed in Syracuse, where a chair maker named Leo built Adirondack rockers from reclaimed pallets. His construction crew disbanded. Lake house owners ordered pears. He hired local vets. Today, his chairs rock front porches from Maine to California. Still sands, the first slat, smooth every build, because rest reclines, quiet, in curved wood. The 85th light glows in a traveling van in Yonkers, where a Quinn Sierra photographer named Tara shot dresses under string lights. Her mall studio closed, bookings doubled through church groups. She bought a mobile backdrop. Today, her images frame Sweet 16 parties nationwide. Still snaps, the first tiara toss every shoot because celebration clicks quiet in mid-spin. The 86 spark ignites in a fermentation kitchen in White Plains, where a kimchi maker named Rosa canned Napa cabbage with gochugaru. Her Korean grocery gig cut ours. K-Town restaurants ordered gallons. She scaled 2 glass jars. Today, her ferments funk up fridges in Whole Foods. Still chops the first cabbage leaf paper thin, every batch because funk ferments quiet in red spice. The 87th ember warms a bedroom study in New Rochelle, where a calculus tutor named Liam solved derivatives live on Discord. His campus cafe vanished. Engineering parents paid premium. He built a membership server. Today, his app graphs futures for Ivy League hopefuls. Still plots the first function by hand, every stream, because math maps quiet paths to success. The 88th flame burns in a 3D print lab in Mount Vernon, where a biohacker named Gus printed prosthetic hands for kids. His factory line shut down. GoFundMe backed the first batch. Hospitals ordered. Today, his hands high-five in classrooms worldwide. Still calibrates the first finger joint, every print, because help holds quiet in small hands. The 89th light shines in a home studio in Schenectady, where a jazz producer named Cole looped saxophone riffs. His bar gig paid in tips. Spotify editorial playlists picked him up. Majors licensed. Today, his tracks underscore Netflix dramas. Still records the first breathy note, every loop, because soul swings quiet in the night. The 90th spark flies from a sewing room in Utica, where an adaptive designer named Luna stitched clothing for wheelchairs. Her hospital gig cut shifts, patients shared photos. She scaled inclusive patterns. Today, her line dresses disabilities with dignity nationwide. Still pins the first seam by hand, every prototype, because fit frees quiet in custom fabric. And now the highway fades into a soft glow, but the fire never dies. Every story, a match, every listener, a flame. Keep playing this on loop, because your own empire is just one quiet step from ignition. The night holds you, the stories push you, the wealth waits for you, and the journey never ends. It only gets brighter with every dawn you decide to chase.